What's going on, guys? So I thought I'd make a quick video to sort of answer the question that I've been commonly getting over the last couple of days, which is, why did I choose GVW over EVW? And look, straight up, I want to say that first of all, I'm not for or against either organization. I steered clear of all of the arguments that were going on in respect to EVW since East vs West 18. And I felt good doing that in the sense that I didn't want to get involved. I've been involved in my fair share of arm wrestling drama over the last sort of 10 years, I guess. But this time I really just didn't want to be part of it. I'd of course been recently part of East vs West as the commentary team at East vs West 18, and it was fair and reasonable to expect that I might get another call back to them also. But here's the real reason why I chose GVW, and I hope that everyone can just mellow on whether or not these two organizations are enemies or not, and just get back to focusing on the arm wrestling. But the real reason I chose GVW was because of Chetna. That was the first place it started. So truthfully, so Gennady contacted me and offered me, first of all, a commentary role at GVW. I said no, as I thanked him for the opportunity. I said no because I was due to compete in Australia at Over the Top, which is a big prize money tournament. And that is only one day after GVW. A week sort of goes past, and we kind of left it there. I didn't think I was going to hear back from Gennady at all. But then we did hear back from Gennady and Roman, and we heard what I received was an invite for Chetna. Now, the instant there was an invite for Chetna to face an elite arm wrestler, it was an absolute yes. It was an absolute yes, for the main reason that I believe in her, and I really want to see her get her opportunity to shine and get her opportunity to show the world how strong and how good of an arm wrestler she is. She has been dominating India for 11 years. She's been undefeated, I think, in India. She's been arm wrestling almost 14 years, and she's an amazing athlete. And I know that she's ready for the world level. I'm certain of it. And so, as soon as we saw an opportunity for her to pull an established elite in Bella Plieva, it was an immediate yes. Now, when we accepted that, Roman said to me, look, we'd love to also have you here in the capacity of both an athlete and a commentator. So that was offered to me. They came up with Eldar Babenko, which is, I think, the highest caliber arm wrestler I've pulled in a long time. I know, I do agree, Schoolboy was probably a bigger challenge, but in respect to pulling people within the weight category that I'm in, Eldar Babenko is the most significant opponent I've ever had. He's a multiple Russian national champion and European champion, and he's finished twice silver medalist at WAF Worlds in lighter weight categories. But now this match, he's bigger. We're going to meet at 105 kilos. So, and as said, I will commentate as well. I will commentate the rest of the matches. Now, that really forms the basis of why I chose GVW. I want to reiterate again, I've got absolutely nothing against EVW. I will happily support all of their content, happily commentate for them if they want, happily compete with them if they ever want. But truthfully, I wasn't expecting a match offer from Dexter and Robert at this point. And as a career and at my passion where it sits for arm wrestling, truthfully, I dream more about the competitive side of the sport than I do the commentating side of the sport. So getting a match against Eldar Babenko means the world to me personally. Now, I was offered to commentate in Switzerland, but I was told, look, if you compete at GVW, we're not going to be able to give you an invite. And I'm like, that's cool, I understand. The two businesses are at tension with each other, and I understand. But I was never, ever, ever going to be able to say no to two things. To seeing Chetna compete in her professional debut, international professional debut against the world number two. That means the world to me. And obviously, my ability to compete as well. If I went to Switzerland, I was only going to be commentating. I was not going to be competing. Where GVW, I will get to compete, and I'll commentate. So that's pretty much why I decided. Now, my hope is that all organizations can coexist. We've obviously got plenty of organizations out there in the arm wrestling world. We've got Arm Wars, we've got Armed Gods, we've got AWE, we've got Knuckles Up. All these different leagues, Pro Panja, exist without conflict with East vs West, and I hope that GVW will do that as well. I think it's good timing, GVW. There are a lot of arm wrestlers in the world, and it's difficult for any one organization to give all of them that are deserved of matches actual starts. So I think that GVW will be able to pick up a lot of that slack and continue the story rolling. And us as fans, we get to see more matches at the end of the day. And us as fans, it gives us an opportunity to really understand the top 10 in the world for each given weight class with more data to compare with. And as the athletes, most importantly, the athletes get to do what they do, which is compete. They train so hard, for so long, so disciplined. They just want to compete. They don't want to be tied to one organization or another. They want to just compete. I've been blessed that I've competed in, I think, every major arm wrestling organization since I came into the sport. I've competed at Arm Wars, I've competed at WAL, I've competed in the PAL, I've competed at King of the Table, at East vs West, at Knuckles Up, at AWE, at Arm Gods. I've done a lot of them, and I've pulled in tournaments like the Zlotiter, WAF, Worlds. I've had the opportunity to pull everywhere, and that's the thing that I love most, is the freedom to pull everywhere. I'm not someone that is ever keen on signing a long-term contract. I'll sign contracts for one-off events, but locking me down to one organization for extended period of time is not something that sits well with me. I like the freedom to travel and compete and pull with anyone in the world. It's one of the biggest joys you get to have as an arm wrestler. So my hope is that East vs West and Georgia vs World the conflict will settle. It'll simmer down, and we'll see that they can coexist, and we'll see that that is actually a better situation. And between the two, they can negotiate when athletes are available and all that sort of stuff with the athlete. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't like it when an organization tries to grab an athlete and say, don't go and get injured anywhere else. We have to just if athletes get injured, that's part of their story. Obviously, athletes will determine when and where they pull based on offers that are given to them. But yeah, that's my answer why I chose GVW over EVW in this instance. Essentially, they gave me a better offer. They gave my fiancée Chetna an opportunity to debut. They gave me an opportunity to test myself against the highest caliber arm wrestler I've ever pulled in my weight. And they gave me an opportunity to commentate as well. So, pretty much impossible to say no. Alright guys, take care.